Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have y'all here with me today. So today I'm going to be playing in my Masterboard Glue Book. Oh, I don't even have my glue book with me. Hang on, let me grab it. Wow. Ow, my knee. Okay, so this is my Masterboard Glue Book. I have some little bits and bobs here that I can use. And then I have some bird, and I just put this butterfly in there on accident. So I have some bird cutouts from a book that I got at the thrift store years ago. And then I have various different pieces of 6x6 paper here. And then I cut out a few little bits and bobs as well from cut and collage books, various ones. So yeah, let me show you my Masterboard Glue Book here. So basically what I started doing is I got this sketchbook at like Marshall's or something like that for like $4.99, super cheap. I'm going with kind of this theme today. This is kind of what I'm going for. I just realized I basically have already done this, but it's fine. So I make masterboards in here that I do not cut up or take out. I just really like the idea of a masterboard, and I like decorating it, but I don't want to cut it up. But I can make some in here that I can cut up, and I always say that I'd be willing to do that. I just haven't done it because I don't know. I don't know why I haven't done it. Here's a Golden Girls one I did. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this one. And this one. You can tell I really like this style. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll kind of go like this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there's gold dots all over that I put here with a gold paint pen. My Christmas one turned out great. I have a strawberry one, a steampunk one, and this one I used Tim Holtz wallpaper paper that was sent to me. You can see I really like I really like this style. No, I've been really like itching to get back into this kind of like the greens and the browns and like that kind of thing. I don't know. I really like it. I did use some stickers here too. I might use those again today. I'm not sure. I did this bee one. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is also some wallpaper. Oh no, these aren't wallpaper. This is other cardstock that was sent to me in a Happy Mail. And then I got these were also sent to me in a Happy Mail. They're from the, well, no, sorry. These are not the Happy Mail thing I'm thinking of. These are those collage cards that we got at Dollar Tree, and I cut them up and did a masterboard with them, and I just used stickers just for funsies. These were all bright and colorful, so I thought I'd just use bright and colorful things. I love this one. Does this not scream springtime? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Oh, what's on here? There we go. Okay, so this glue book is actually quite large. It is 9 by 12, I believe. Let me just double check. Yes, 9 by 12 or 11 and a half. It's close. Okay, so my first step is I'm going to be taking these 6x6 pieces of paper, and I'm just going to cut them down into random squares and rectangles. Nothing fancy. On these, I will take into consideration that I have this owl, so I think I'll probably cut like that. Maybe I'll just leave that one big strip. I don't know. I think I might cut my pieces just a little bit larger today, so I'm not here all day. You know what I mean? And then I have this one, which let's cut this at 4. I'll cut this in 2-inch strips that way. And then this one like that. Okay, so that's basically it. If I need to cut these down more once I start gluing, I will. But I just like to kind of get a general clump of smaller paper to start with. I will say that I almost always go on a whole number. Like I'll cut it 4, 3, 2, 1, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. Okay, let's do... All right, everyone, let's get started on our masterboard. So this is sped up just a little bit. Otherwise, we would be here all day long. So like I said before, I did cut up my pieces of 6x6 scrapbook paper, kind of cardstocky. It's a little thicker, into various sizes. There's no rhyme or reason to how I cut them. I just cut them down. If you want it more detailed, more intricate, cut smaller pieces. It'll take you longer to glue everything down, but you'll probably, you know, if you enjoy the process of doing it, then that won't bother you. I decided to go a little bit larger today just for video sake, and it is time consuming, and this is a larger book. Like I said, it's like a 9 by 12, so it takes up a lot of space. Right here, I'm just trying to kind of figure out my composition of how I want to do this. And I've talked about this in my other masterboard videos, but when I'm doing masterboards, I'm always one step ahead when I'm looking at my papers. So when I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I don't have the same papers right next to each other, as well as kind of in the same row, like too close together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'll show you here in a little bit what I'm talking about. So I think I had, what, 6 pieces of paper. I usually have about 6 by 6 papers that I cut up each time. The pieces that I have left over, I'm going to be making some postcards with. So at the end of the month, when I do my giveaways, I like to include postcards that I've made as well. So I need to make some more of those. So basically, I'm not going to put 2 images or 2 of the same papers right next to each other. And I do also like to have my papers, if I'm using the same pattern twice, like I do here, I want it in a different shape or turned a different direction. And that is just how my process works. I'm just sharing that to let you know how I'm doing it. You don't have to do it that way. There are no rules. You can do it however you like, whatever style you like, every process you like. I'm just explaining mine so you can kind of have an idea of where my mindset is when I'm making these. So I'm always looking at what I've already glued and what I'm going to be gluing. And then I always start in the top left corner. I've asked this before where everybody else starts. Some people start on the top right. Most start on the left. Some start in the middle, so they can work their way out, which is smart. But I always start at the top right, or top left. I'm sorry. Wow. Top left. So because I have that green, now this is where my patterns are starting to repeat because I've used one piece of each of the different styles of paper at this point. So now I'm making sure, so see how the plaid is up in the top right corner and this is more towards the left? That's what I'm talking about. And that green paper is not directly below the owl because that would have been like one space away from the other green piece. So that's just kind of how my mind works to make, I feel like, at least for me, because I like it, I feel like this method has worked well for me to where it looks very eye-catching. The composition looks good. Here's where I'm kind of talking about that. I want to make sure that, I don't know, your eye just follows around the whole page. So that's kind of my process on that. It's worked really well for me. Now, this is kind of that thing I was talking about. So see how if I turned it to horizontal, it would have looked exactly like the other pieces, just like it right above it. So, I mean, I'm not stuck in stone. If I like the paper there, I'll just use it. But those were too similar in size and shape, and that's not how I roll. So that's why I did what I'm doing here instead of just putting that whole piece there, if that makes sense to you. I just wanted to explain why I didn't just glue the one piece there, why I did the little strip. I love my little paper trimmer. Oh my gosh, I talk about it all the time. Its name is Bartholomew. Yes, he has a name. And I love this paper trimmer. It is small. It is 4 inches wide, and I use it every day. Literally every day. I love it. It's the best. These papers, okay, so these papers don't all go together, technically. I mean, they go together because they're the same colors, but they didn't come together, I guess is what I'm saying. And I just kind of was going through my 6 by 6 papers and trying to find some that were different that didn't go together, but like went together. That just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you get it. You get it. Oh my gosh, you guys, during this video, Sherman was snoring so loud, like the loudest I've ever heard him snore. He is doing so well. Sherman is my 10-year-old pug, and he had a dental procedure on Friday, and he's doing a fantastic. Zena's in here as well, but she's always quiet. Unless she hears an animal in the yard, then she is not quiet. Otherwise, she is a quiet little girl. Zena is my 5-year-old dog, and she is a Whippet Husky mix. And I love her. Oh my gosh, our morning snuggle sessions to die for. Oh my gosh, she is so soft and so light and just teeny tiny, and I love her to bits. Oh my gosh. I mean, she's not teeny tiny. She is shaped like a Whippet, so she is very skinny, long neck, but has hair like a husky and kind of looks like a fox. So if that doesn't explain it, I don't know what does. So I had glued myself into a little corner there, and I had to try and decide how I wanted to work that. And it came out just fine. I was really happy with myself. Almost done. Oh, I love doing these. I might do another one when I'm done here off camera. I love these. They are so fun. And, you know, like I said, normally I don't use squares and rectangles that are quite this big. Sometimes I do. You saw when I was flipping through my Masterboard Glue Book, there were pages where I did some larger ones and some where I did smaller ones. But yeah, you can do it however you want to do it. You could do them all squares, all strips, all rectangles. You can mix, match, do whatever your little heart desires. All right, now we're done with this part. I just have to go cut around the edges, and then I'll be right back. Why did I say it like that? I'll just be right back. All right, now it's time to do the fun part. We're going to decorate. And this is so fun. So I did cut out a little bit of some of my trial and error, not error, but you know, when you're kind of like auditioning different parts for different spaces, because I can tend to spend a lot of time doing that just because it's fun, you know what I mean? But when you're doing a video and you're taking forever, you know what I mean? So I did leave quite a bit of it still in there because I wanted you guys to see. So I was just kind of auditioning a bunch of different birds, and I really wanted a bird going facing the left since my, well, I guess my owl is looking straight on. I don't know. The one I had in my mind, I wanted a bird facing the left up in that top right corner. That didn't work out, but that's fine. But that's kind of what I was going for. This piece was a pain in the to cut out. Let me tell you, I was so scared that I was going to tear it when I was gluing it. You know those images? Ugh. Yeah. So I definitely wanted to use it because it took forever to cut out, and I had to like painstakingly, oh, it's one of those words. It doesn't sound right. Anyways, it was a pain in the booty. But it looks great. It's kind of a different vibe than I thought it was going to be. It's a little bit lighter than I would have wanted, but that's okay. It's still some greenery, and I'm rolling with it. These little birds, I was trying all different places. I'm using so many things from Happy Mail in this, and I'm using, let's see, I think some of the paper might be, some of the stamps definitely are, some stickers I'm using are, what else? Some of the word stickers that I'll use later. So yeah, I use a lot of stuff from my Happy Mail in my videos. I love this part. The decorating, oh, it's so fun. Although, you know what? Putting down the backgrounds is also really fun. I love that too. Can you believe that it is Thursday already? Like, where does our week go? You know what it is? It's that stinking time change. It's making everything go by in like lightning speed. I am not a fan. I am not a fan. You know, it's weird. It's like the older I get, the worse it is on me. As when I was younger, it didn't really affect me so much. I hated it for my kids, which we already talked about. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I hope we get rid of it someday. Although, like I said in the other video, Jackson was right. It does make the wintertime. It does feel so nice. Although the days sometimes, like when we first switch, when we fall back, it's almost like the days just kind of drag on. You know what I mean? I wish we had more time in the summer because then we always want to go out and do stuff, but I understand why we do it the way we do it. So I'm a little rusty because I've been so magazine ephemera focused the last year and a half or so. I kind of usually go back and forth between kind of vintagey style or like this style and my magazine stuff, but I've been really like hyper focused in on my magazine gluing, which I love. That will always have my heart. It's my favorite way to glue. But I really like this style too, where you're using, scrapbook paper and ephemera and paper bits and stickers, and it's just fun. Trying to find, like, I don't know. It's so weird when you don't do something for a while, you feel like things just don't come as easily. So you, like, it took a lot of, like, I need to look at it for a second. Do I like the way this looks? Do I not? You know what I mean? Versus like when I'm collaging with magazine, I'm usually a little bit quicker to know whether I'll like it or not, just because I do it almost every single day. But it's funny how you kind of lose that a little bit. I just love the way the mushrooms look with this kind of color palette. It just looks so good. That like woodsy forest kind of palette. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I really want to do like a traveler's notebook style field guide kind of glue book. I've always wanted to do that. I mean, I've done that shape and size for like magazine gluing, but I want to do one with like greens and browns and like leaves and mushrooms and forest animals and, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that would be so good. I have not done one of those in a long time, and definitely not like field guide style. I've done them in like other shapes and stuff. I have videos. I have lots of videos of this stuff. I was looking at my channel the other day. You guys, I have over 1,000 videos. What? I can't believe I've made that many videos. That is crazy. On the Glue Crew, I have 132. 132 videos. That's crazy. Just for Glue Crew. Those haven't even been seen on my channel. Only by the Glue Crew members. I don't know, man. I am just on fire. I love those birds. So those birds, did I explain this already? Now I can't remember. I got them from a field guide book I got at the thrift store, which was Chef's Kiss. I'm still cutting images out of it. I have used so many of them. Finding books at your thrift store is the best place for ephemera. I am telling you. I loved it. And I had one that was like walking distance from my house, and now it's gone. And I hate that it's gone, because that's where I got all of my like vintage Reader's Digest books and a ton of like vintage little golden books, like The Hunt. I mean, it was a trashy thrift store. And those are like super fun to go in because it's like the thrill of the hunt. Like nothing was organized. Everything was just thrown around. You know what I mean? Those are the ones I like to dig. I mean, it was kind of gross. I'm not going to lie. But it was so fun hunting for cool books to use in my glue books and collage and stuff like that. So I was feeling like I needed like some little extra bits here and there, and I didn't kind of collect enough in the beginning. So I was kind of taking out some of my ephemera holders and looking through there and see if there was anything that I needed. I was going to use that, but it just, I don't know. It wasn't working for me today. And I came back in with some stickers, and I love these. This looks better in person than it does on camera. It does not look that dark in person as it does on camera, but I love these stickers. Oh my gosh. Remember that one video I did? It has quite a few views, actually, where I talked about peeing my pants. When I had trouble opening or like getting the sticker apart from its backing, those were those same stickers. I've had them for years. I bought them like on Amazon, I think, and oh my gosh, I still have some. I've been using them for years. These are my quotes and word stickers, and I have them in all sorts of colors. I love to flood my masterboards with positive affirmations, so that is what I'm doing here. And I really struggled today because none of my words I was putting down came out straight. And if you're like me and you're a perfectionist, it drives you nuts. I literally cannot go on if my thing is not straight. And I hate that about myself, but it is who I am. And I let myself, fix it a couple times and then I have to just leave it. Otherwise, I get way too hyper focused. I do try really hard to work on my perfectionism, but I also know it's who I am as a person. I've been that way my entire life. So I'm not too hard on myself, but I also don't want it to get too out of control. So I try and, take myself back just a little bit and chillax. So all of these are in my Amazon shop of things that I use. There's always a link in my description box and the pinned comment where you can check out all the items that I use in my videos, or at least most of them. If they're not there, let me know and I can absolutely get you a link for it. This book I just got in my Happy Mail video and it is phenomenal. You have black with white letters, white with black letters, black with gold letters, white with gold letters, and then you have like tan, and then you have colors in the back and stuff. It's phenomenal and I love it. I will link that for you guys because highly, highly recommend. All right, everyone, that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you give this type of glue booking a shot. It's really fun, super relaxing, and I love doing it. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I hope you give this video a like, show your support, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to drink your water. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, friends.